Chairman, thank you. And Kansans, we're all glued to the television, listening to the news, watching what transpired in Texas this weekend with great care and compassion, concern, and sympathy. And I share that with my fellow Kansans. We're not immune from significant weather events ourselves. One of those weather events, Dr. Jacobs or Mr. Jordan, occurred in Kansas about a month ago. It was an EF3 tornado. When that tornado occurred, the weather forecast offices in Kansas and across the country, some of them lacked 24/7 coverage given hiring freezes. I worked with NOAA and the Department of Commerce to lift that federal hiring freeze for meteorologists and other specialists to ensure uninterrupted service. Goodland, Kansas, which is on the Colorado line, the western part of our state, was short meteorologists because of that hiring freeze. And we're bringing in or attempting to bring in other meteorologists from other National Weather Service stations, forecast offices. I'm pleased the freeze has been lifted. Today's Politico magazine has an article about that none of those positions have been posted for hiring. I don't know the veracity of that article, but can you bring any light to that in your past experience, or what needs to take place once the hiring freeze is lifted that the positions are not yet filled?
I don't know the exact details of why that is because I'm not there yet, but I really appreciate you advocating to lift the hiring freeze and getting that done. Also appreciate your legislation to classify them as public safety. It's not a very quick process, but it's my understanding that the National Weather Service has direct hiring authority, which could expedite that, and also the potential to relocate people. So if confirmed, like I said, getting these offices staffed up will be a top priority.
Well, Dr. Jacobs, if you see any opportunity for me and others on this committee or in our appropriations process to help speed that along, please let me know. And I was going to highlight for you what you already mentioned. Senator Peters, also a member of this committee and an appropriator. We've introduced legislation, as you mentioned, and I appreciate your statement of support, as well as Mr. Jordan's head nodding. So thank you. What could you tell me about the technology and capabilities? We have 4 weather forecast offices in Kansas: Topeka, Dodge City, Goodland, and Wichita. Would I expect that they would have the best technologies that are available and utilized across the country, or is there something different about rural Kansas, rural America, that would diminish the capabilities that our forecasters have because of technology and equipment?
I don't believe there's anything unique to your region that would limit the technologies or capabilities. My hope is that a lot of these technologies that would advance this are not just nationwide, but global, because as we transition to a larger scale model, a global modeling system to lengthen the forecast horizon, we're going to need these technologies collecting data worldwide.
It's one of my goals in light of what's transpired on a number of occasions, and is to make certain that all weather national forecast centers have the latest, best technologies and would work with you and NOAA to achieve that. We're also interested in NOAA and NWS radars that are nearing their end of their life. Several efforts are underway to recapitalize the system, including next generation radar. In addition to that, the Hurricane Hunter aircraft are essential tools for preparation for and preparing for severe weather, and are in need of significant maintenance, repair, and overhaul or replacement. Would you plan, as a NOAA administrator, to ensure these critical instruments are upgraded and are replaced?
Yes.
And let me turn to Mr. Kumar. You've had no questions this morning. You must be a good bridge builder. I noticed for your alma maters are 2 universities in the state of Texas that I know are not necessarily friendly to each other. So I look forward to you using those circumstances to allow Congress and the administration to work well together, and Republicans and Democrats to reach good conclusions. What I want to highlight for you is the Department of Commerce, including NOAA, has not completed its spend plan for this current fiscal year, last year's fiscal year. So the appropriators do not have the data that is required by law for the Department of Commerce to provide us. And I would encourage you, if confirmed, to see if you can make that happen. And it's useful for us, certainly in our oversight of the Department of Commerce, but also in helping make decisions about where to make investments and what's taking place at the department. So would you commit to me that you would see that the Department of Commerce, including NOAA, follows the law, and that the spend plan to the detail that it's required by law to provide it to the Appropriations Committee will be provided?
Thank you for the question, Senator. Yes, I understand fully the importance of spend plans, and if confirmed, I will make sure to work with you and your office to ensure that you all are given the appropriate information as requested.
Thank you. Thank you all very much.